arrogant boxer laughed at a young black girl until she fought back. Step in the ring then. Let's show everyone what happens when amateurs dream too big. That's what Victoria Sterling said, loud and smug, her gloves already on. Everyone in the elite Manhattan gym stopped. The punching bags went still. Phones came out. They smelled blood, just not the one they expected. Keisha Campbell stood at the center of that expensive, echoing gym, wearing a worn-out tank top and sneakers so torn the sole was almost off. Her skin glistened with sweat, not from training, but from scrubbing office floors since 6 a.m. Still, she didn't flinch. "I'll go 3 rounds, Keisha said, calm, almost too calm. If I lose, I leave." Victoria laughed like she already won. "You won't make it to round 2. This wasn't just some sparring match. This was a public execution disguised as sport. Victoria, 2-time world champion, rich, sponsored, famous, and proud of it. Keisha? An 18-year-old Jamaican immigrant living in a shared room in the Bronx, doing janitor shifts to survive. But there was something in Keisha's eyes that made veteran trainer Tom Rodriguez pause. Not fear, not desperation. Hunger. Real hunger. The kind that grows in the slums, the kind that doesn't beg, it bites. The gym filled up fast. Trainers, boxers, even a few sports reporters. No one wanted to miss the humiliation of the cleaning girl. Victoria had already posted 3 Instagram stories, about to make this little scholarship case rethink her dreams. She smirked. Thousands were watching. In the locker room, Keisha wrapped her fists slowly. The gloves were borrowed, the clothes secondhand. But her hands, those hands had years of experience no one in this gym could guess. Her uncle Winston, who had just arrived from Miami after hearing about the match, looked at her with a mix of worry and pride. "Lightning," he said quietly. Keisha looked up. "Uncle, don't." Tom raised an eyebrow. "Lightning?" Winston nodded. Back home in Kingston, she wasn't just fighting, she was surviving. She beat grown men at 12, fought to feed her family. That name, Lightning, wasn't a joke. It was a warning. Tom looked at her again. The stillness in her body, the sharpness in her stare. This girl wasn't walking into a fight. She was walking into a memory. The bell rang. Round 1. Victoria came in fast, confident, throwing jabs like they were fireworks. But Keisha? She moved like mist, untouchable. Her punches sliced air, her rhythm broken, her confidence starting to wobble. By the time Keisha landed her first hit, a clean left hook to the jaw, the crowd gasped. "Did you see that? Who the hell is she?" The phones were still recording, but now they weren't laughing. Round 2. Victoria, panting, bruised, swinging with rage. Keisha danced, waited, struck. Pop, pop, pop. Uppercut. Victoria stumbled. She looked around for support. Her manager screamed from the corner. But the crowd had turned. They were cheering for the girl they had just mocked. Keisha stepped closer. "You said I'd question my dreams. I hope you're questioning your arrogance." Then came the moment. Jab, cross, hook, uppercut, 4 punches, 2 seconds. Victoria hit the canvas hard. The room went dead silent. Then erupted. Knockout. Keisha didn't raise her fists. She walked to Victoria's side, crouched down, and said quietly, "Respect doesn't come from money or fame. It comes from how you treat people." Victoria, blood on her lip and pride shattered, just looked up, eyes glossy. Maybe for the first time in her life, she understood what humility felt like. By the time Victoria's mocking Instagram stories went viral, they were no longer her triumph. They were her downfall. "Lightning Campbell," the comments read. "She destroyed the champ." This is what happens when arrogance underestimates struggle. You know, sometimes life puts people like Keisha in situations that test more than skill. They test spirit. She wasn't just fighting Victoria, she was fighting every voice that ever told her she wasn't enough. This wasn't about boxing, this was about dignity. And Keisha reminded everyone watching online or in that gym that real strength doesn't need a spotlight. It just needs a reason.